What's up, everyone? Fake Noodle here, back with the next and third installment of Warcraft Rising, the special challenge mode that I've created, where I am playing V Rising limited and modeling myself after a particular character from World of Warcraft lore. This particular case, Nathanos, the Blightcaller. Last session, we started putting our castle together, and we have a pretty solid beginning, but we are heading into the issue where we are becoming very resource dependent. And unfortunately, while we have resources flowing in, we're going to need significantly more if we're going to get any sort of advancement on anything. So, as we are pushing through, we are going to be doing what we can to acquire as much extra resources as possible. Actually, we can start off. I have 50 paper, which will allow me to go over here to the research desk, and we can discover another random item. Hopefully a piece of my armor set. And it is instead the Merciless Copper Axes, which, while not being a piece of armor, is actually something I can make use of, as I am allowed to wield the copper axes in addition to the copper longbow, the crossbow, and eventually the iron pistols when I get a hold of them. But if we're allowed to upgrade those, we might as well see what it would take. Merciless Copper Axes. 12 whetstones, 2 crude rubies. Well, I think I have enough whetstones. Just maybe. You know, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but it looks like there was enough. And I need 2 rubies. Let us just jump right back over, and this should only take a handful of seconds. I did not put the whetstones in my inventory because I am silly. Haha, that happens a lot. Merciless Copper Axes. Now an upgrade. Excellent. So I can now freely interchange between all of those without too much of a problem. Let's see. In addition to building up the castle, getting those walls and stuff in place so I can start partitioning off rooms so that things can start becoming more efficient, we're also almost at the end of Act 1. Only major boss left to kill is Quincey the Bandit King. And I am more than geared enough to be able to fight him, I believe. He is only 1 gear level higher than me, which is kind of why I was hoping for those armor upgrades. But not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I could also just as easily try to grind these out by farming for paper. But that requires me to acquire wood, and then have it processed to get the sawdust, and then have the sawdust process to then get the paper. You can see the problem automatically. Instead, we are going to just take a stab at the Bandit Lord now, and the following area, because once we defeat Quincey, we are able to then move up into the Dunlay Farmlands, where our enemies will simply drop paper in droves. So let's just exit the area altogether, and we can continue progress multiple objectives at a time. Let's see. My blood is almost extinguished, so it would almost... It would almost be good for me to see about finding some more blood, but that doesn't seem like it'll happen at this exact moment. I also forgot that daytime has just started, so it'll be kind of annoying to get up there. This barricade can only be broken with either explosives or bear form. As you can now see, the exact reason why I always go for bear form. Why would I want to waste resources making a bomb when I can just use bear form? Dodge. Silly. You aren't gonna stop me that easily. I got a... Ooh. 78% brute. So I want to keep the spearman alive. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Nope. All your friends abandoned you. No, you're mine. Excellent. Ironically, also, Brute Blood gives me 1 additional gear level, meaning I am now equal with Quincey. Let me just zoom you right over here. And be completely out of his sight. Nope. Ha! Killed them all invisible. Sucker. While I'm here, might as well check for any chests. There's one. Carpet rolls are nice, but they're decorations, so I don't need them. Oh, look. The first little bit of paper. It's gonna be way more frequent once I head up north. Da-da-da-da. So simple. Longbow feels weird, but it actually is surprisingly consistent.
Try to make this fun for me at least.
Nope. Let's bring some friends.
Rise to the challenge! Show me what you've got! Show me what you've got!
Ow.
Arousing
That was a good
back.
block on this part. Ha! 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 Have some friends.
Show me what you've got! battle.
Is that seriously the best you can do?
With a proper bout.
Oh, come on! I do thoroughly enjoy Nathanos.
Taste of knowledge.
Unsullied Heart. I'll just grab all this free stone that he scattered about for me because, you know, why not? Never gonna scoff at free stuff. This, grab that, grab that. Alrighty. So, Chaos Point, which we'll never use. The next tier for weapon and armor crafting. The ability to make iron and the Hollow Fang battle gear, all of which requires stuff up in Dunlay. Especially as I cannot craft the cloth required until I kill the next boss, Beatrice the Tailor, who is 3 levels higher, even with the brute blood. Not going to be a particularly boss kill heavy session, it seems. But who knows? They don't see anything. And we skidoo-doo-doo right out of there. And then hit the bow button by accident because we're dumb. Okay, so... unfortunately, that is one part of this done. The other part, we should probably, you know, acquire a bit, just a little bit of wood on our way back. But, you know, not too much, not enough for a full-scale cut. Not this early into the video, I think, but we will probably end up having to do some major resource gathering in the near future. Just not at the moment. We just need enough to justify getting one of those sawmills up and running. Just drop that all right there. Take this. I didn't think any of those were going to be doing anything. Put that in there. Consolidate all of the stone into one. Over a stack of stone brick. That is respectable. Now we should have enough to start at least maybe getting the perimeter of rooms down. So let us 29 walls. Let's maybe move that a little forward. I don't like putting windows on these diagonals because you can't see anything on a diagonal. It's like, what's the point? And this rock is in the way, so we gotta clear it. That is a level 96 creature blood moose. I know what I'm likely getting later. Let's put some windows there. A little bit of window dressing. We'll leave corners blank. This is just a straight rock wall. I can't go down there, so there's no point in being able to see or do anything. Okay, that is blocked out completely. We got trees in the way there. Naturally, we need a gate on the stairs to go up to the rest of where the castle will be. And we'll grab these two trees very quickly. Pop, pop. We are actually almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walls worth of stone left needed. And then the entire downstairs floor will be at least enclosed. We won't necessarily have, you know, all of the rooms and stuff, but it'll be ready. It'll be at least safe for me to use it for staying out of the sun, which is very important. There. Drop off all 17 of those. It's like I just got back everything that I had just used. It's amazing, and I love it. Nothing in there that is trash at this point. Drop off the blood. Do I have hearts? I do have hearts. Excellent. That, and all of that. All of this. That is full. Stacks to there. And more paper. And in that entire time, we got exactly 10. Slightly concerning. Slightly concerning. Bones go in the mist brazier. Oh, we need 2 more over here still, don't we? Dang it. And here I thought I was down to needing only 20 more. I needed 40 more. So between the options of heading north and the sun rising, so heading north is now officially going to be kind of pain, as expected, or staying here and sitting on my thumbs waiting for paint to dry, there really only seems to be one option. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. We are going to go to the north. I'm just going to take this 10 since it was right there. Oh, I don't have planks. I'm stupid. Then we'll wait. And I guess we are going to follow a very simple pathway all the way to here. And what I intend is that we're just going to clear out and kill off all the enemies that we find as soon as we enter Dunlight. Should not take too long because I can literally just go this way. That was one of the advantages of putting my castle here, is we don't really need a time jump just to get over to the side. My gosh, it'll be 20 minutes into the video and we won't necessarily have needed a time jump this entire time. Ah! Walking tree! Level 96 rogue. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. We need to do something important, and I need to get back to my castle, so we're going to jump back. Alrighty, so as you can see, I had forgotten to do something. Construct and interact with the waygate. Well, we have it constructed, but I haven't interacted with it, so I can't.
An achievement, to be sure.
I mean, dur. Now I need to build a stone coffin, and I'll be able to unlock something very useful, like right in the immediate. So, unfortunately, this does mean we are going to postpone departing. But for very good reason. And production and domination, and I need 4 grave dust. And I have exactly 4 grave dust. Yes! Perfect. We're going to put a tiny little graveyard.
An achievement, to be sure.
Castle. I need planks, and I can put those 2 in there. Construct and interact blood press. Construct and interact with servant coffin. I need this because going into the next area, we're going to start finding, like we saw, level 97 blood human. I would very much like to be able to take control of that, and with the servant coffins, I can turn them into servants in my castle who will stick around and do my bidding, defend the area, and eventually go on missions to go and collect resources for me. Very big, very important. So we're gonna quickly slam out a couple of these. Wait, I now can dominate human. Now use it to convert a human into a servant and interact with the servant. And I can now get rid of this because I have the stone coffin now. And life is now better since the moon is now rising. I don't have to worry about, you know, that particular problem of, ah, God, blah, blah, the sun, it burns, etc. Just quickly put all of this away. Actually. Oh my gosh, I have enough. We have enough! Castle walls. And the entire castle now has a roof. Meaning, this is no longer necessary. And we can put the bones away to use them for other purposes. Grave dust. Lots of grave dust. You have absolutely no idea how much grave dust. It's so much grave dust. That just keep on going. So now, have that dominate ability. We are going to speed back to where we were and see about capturing that level 97 and then bringing him back. Alright, let's take a gander. None of these guys are them. So I can kill all of these with impunity. I love when they set themselves on fire. Come on. Go down. There you go. And we have exited, and I now have Castle Music Box, which is kind of a side thing. Not exactly a main quest. And we'll bring these. these. Get some more stuff. I'm gonna need more storage soon. Morning lily seeds. Okay. Just gotta keep looking for where that 97% patroller went to. That guy sucks. I hate the town crier. Town crier is simply the worst. Free paper. Got him. Go this way. Hope that the town crier is currently not over here. It's not. You. It's drawers. Say gross. I don't want to play. No more town crier. Perfect. And I am perfectly hidden in this house. For now. And I already have enough paper for another random item. Let's just... free stuff. Lay on the ground because I don't want it. We're even getting some higher tier items with the scrolls, which I can't make use of yet, but you know.
Oh no! Help!
I believe, yeah, I've already harvested everything from this area. Yeah. This is one of the better village. Come on. You're supposed to be able to jump through there. This is one of the better villages for collecting random resources early on. But it does have its downsides. Extra guards more than the others. But that's never really stopped me before. And of course, that boss in there was Beatrice Tailor. But as you can see, there was a lot of enemies that we would have to navigate around. Plus, there are certain ones that are too high level for me to easily contend with, and therefore they need to be avoided for the time being. All the more reason why I need the armor upgrades. As soon as I have the armor upgrades, then I do not need to be concerned and can go in metaphorically guns blazing. Eventually, literally guns blazing. But for now, it's only metaphoric. So unfortunately, we do return empty-handed as far as a servant, but I did open up one, and I got a random, and there is one of my armor pieces, the Shade Walker set. Increases movement speed. All I need are some copper ingots, which I do not, unfortunately, have sufficient. So we're going to have to go on a bit of a jaunt over to get more copper. As you can see, where and how this game starts to become a little on the grindier side. That away. And we can put glass in this one for now. That'll become relevant later. This off. That there. Let that go while we're gone. We need more chests. There's no getting around that. We just need more, which I might be able to make a few, but that's gonna take up all of my other resource, all of my copper. And the regular blood will go into here for the time being. So, unfortunately, this means that we do need to make another trip all the way over and through the Bandit Copper Mine to harvest a whole bunch. And we might as well harvest some wood there and back to be able to maximize. We are at one of the grindy portions when we're shifting between acts. You need to build up all of the rest of your armor and weapons so that you're ready to take on the challenges in the next area. So, unfortunately, we are going to be entering our time lapse, starting right now. Alrighty, that was a little bit of a jaunt, and we even managed to bring back a level 92% rogue, even though he almost got killed right at the end there by that bear hit. I would have been mightily upset. But he is back, and we can now place him into the servant coffin in 20 minutes IRL time. He will convert into a demi-vampire under my control, which is great. There are going to eventually be other better ways to be able to move them to and fro without having to deal with running all the way back by foot. So don't worry about that if you think that's going to take an exceeding amount of time. It used to. They fixed it. They made it so much better. In the meantime, though, refinement. I can make 2 more forges, and I'm going to do so with my extra stone because we have a large amount of copper. Look at that. Look at all that glorious copper. It's so beautiful. Additionally, you saw while I was there, the Shadewalker Boots book dropped, which was very handy for me. So now that means I have 2 pieces of my armor set. In the meantime, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and we can get all of those working at once. Wasn't a whole lot left because you need so much stone to be able to make the those. That's okay. Dump off of that. There. That's squishing more hearts. And we have enough to actually be able to get another random research. Come on, Shadewalker. Aww. Worthless. All the decorations are, with the exception of 2, are just decorative. There are also different floors, which are what I need to be able to increase efficiency, but, you know, small chance to be able to get those, unfortunately. That there, and my gosh. I don't have anywhere really to put any of it, though, is the problem. Yep. Not a spot. Drop off the seeds. Let's see. So drop off that, and we grab this, and we grab that. I should now have enough to upgrade 2 pieces of armor. Excellent. So not only do I get the 2 points upgraded gear level, but I also get my movement speed increased by 8%, meaning I am just going to be that much faster. Let us see. Beatrice is still 2 levels higher than me, meaning I need the other 2 pieces of the armor set to be able to contend with her. Supposedly. Supposedly. Wow, done already? Those are fast. Another 80 sawdust. Dump it all off in there. That should make 20 paper. 8, yeah. 5, 4 is 2. Yep, yep. Oh, boy, boy, boy. Oh, boy, 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 boy. So we solved one problem, but we still need a bunch of other things in order to even come close to what I need. We can take another jump up into the north area and let us see if, because despite higher level, Beatrice will not fight. So we could just eliminate her. Let us go and see if I can fight everything else up there. Alright, so what it looks like I'm going to have to do is suffer through because these militia archers are still multiple levels higher than me. But they're the only things higher level than me that patrol through. So if I could eliminate them, I should have free reign to chase her around. No problem. So, with a little bit of luck. Why'd I catch on fire on this side? Okay, so that eliminates the majority of the people over here. Let me heal up.
Regeneration.
We can ignore this guy, he's not going to attack.
Mercy!
Got it!
Please. Be merciful.
And now, all of you encircling me will die.
Knowledge acquired.
There we go. And free stuff from assorted chests. With the exception of silver points. Because, no. Not yet. Soon, but not yet. Alrighty, so we killed her significantly earlier than we ought to have, but still got her. So I can now make looms to be able to create cotton yarn, which will allow me to create the next upgrade armor, and I might now be able to completely skip an entire tier. Which, you know, not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Ah! Pardon that. But now we should be able to head back to the castle and deal with some more useful things. So let's go. Okay, that bear is going to be annoying if it keeps respawning there, but we have made it back. So we are going to be able to dive into some of our other chesty boos and grab this wool thread, as well as some heaping stacks of copper. I believe I require planks. Yes. That was odd. And now I should be able to place down a couple of looms. Or I need what? Cotton yarn. That's going to be another thing to have to go to. Because cotton yarn requires cotton. And my armor is going to require these two in combination in great quantities. Ugh. Lots of things advancing at a pace that I do not feel we are quite able to keep up with at this exact second. We're working on it, but we're accelerating at a really rapid pace. Out of the way. Reinforced planks. Well, that is something. Reinforced planks are pretty handy. That there for a second. We are overfilled on blood essence. Dump all that. Stone dust. Stone and hearts. Nope. Yeah, the next three bosses are going to be very difficult to try and fight if I am not 6 gear levels higher to be able to match them. Which requires not only am I going to need these upgrades, but I need the next upgrade completely, so we need to get our hands on cotton, which is going to be even more of an annoyance. And at this point, I also need to think about and consider, do I get iron next as well, just because? Because if I'm going to start the Act 2 armor upgrades, I might as well start working toward the Act 2 weapon upgrades, which requires me to go get iron from a mine that has 2 different bosses rolling around that are significantly stronger than me. We're going to have a lot of resource time jumps in here, because now I need to go out and grab a whole bunch of wood to start smashing into paper, so that I can have that turn into the sawdust while I'm getting the iron, and so on, so that things can continually snowball forward as much as humanly possible. So, another resource gathering jump cut. Here we go. In the midst of all the woodcutting, I had a sudden realization. There is something else that I can do. Let's just drop all of this wood off. Drop this. Why that was getting dropped off. Take the plant fiber, I'll take the pollen as well. Bones and that. Because the other thing that can go in here is this and this. But I had a thought that there are vendors for the copper coins that I've been not necessarily ignoring, but I have gone past them a few times and didn't even think about trying to purchase things from them. You can buy books from them. They might have some of the books that I need for my armor, which would allow me to skip the entire paper making process. And they're like pretty much on my doorstep, so there's really no reason why I shouldn't go there. So we're just gonna nip down there, see what is for sale. At the worst, there might be a nice hat. I like hats. I doubt there's gonna be a nice hat for Nathanos, but right here, the Shady Book Dealer. Shadewalker legs. That is a piece of my armor set. That's one that I want. Bam, right there. We can buy these others so that when we go to research, we don't get them by accident. So that means we now have all of the ones there. They're going to be useful. Shady goods.
Special.
It's got a pilgrim hat. The hats look nice. But I shouldn't. I want to,
Got you
but I
something special.
shouldn't. Instead, we should get seeds. Clarion spores, which are going to be useful later, and I don't really need either of those. And some healing potion. Excellent. Back to the castle with all haste. Alrighty. So, since we have all these free books, that's going to be both of the other rings, my legs, plus a bunch of other armor pieces that I now don't have to think about. We have one single copper coin left, and these. The rats can go there. As usual, those go there. 44. Sufficient. Now grab all of this sawdust. Drop that in there. And while that's going, we can do the Shadewalker leggings. Puts me up to 39. 44. So I get this. I get the strong suspicion, even with these sets. Even with this set, I'm not going to be able to get what I need. So I'm going to have to start working toward the next set above it. Which requires me to have 24 cotton yarns, so I need to go harvest cotton. I have the planks, I have the blood essence, I have the sulfur, I need iron. So I need to go straight north here to the iron mine. Plus I need to hit up these different side farms in the area that have cotton, as well as other plants. We're doing a lot of time lapses this time. But, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. So yeah, somehow we made it in without too much of an issue. Right on the back of good old Meredith the Bright Archer.
I held your gun.
She is significantly higher level. Although, the fun part is, hypothetically, she can get killed
He's shot.
by other NPCs in here, and so you can score siphoning her for free without needing to actually fight her. It just depends on the control route of her and the other boss in this area. Because they will fight each other. Could we have fewer ghost swings? That would be nice.
The luminous has guided you to me. I must do this.
Hey, no attention to me.
Trust me.
All the more reason I don't want to deal with her because she also has 2 of those level 42 fire archers. They're not fun.
My blood reserves run low.
Oh, that's a problem. Kind of half hoping she'll run into the other boss and be killed. That is not the boss there. Ow. Yes, thank you, game. I can't believe that you've taken this long to tell me how to use healing consumables. Normally, I would be going full tilt on making sure that I have all of it. Is and the general in there? Yes, please.
Challenging me is a poor strategy.
Bless this shot.
I may or may not have instigated that on purpose. No, no, no. No, no. You fight her. You leave me alone.
Light, guide my arrows. Bless this shot.
And because I don't have anything else, we're just going to boost up my blood with these.
Light, guide my arrows. Saved me.
And so now I have killed her for free. With no effort on my part, except to poke her here and there. Free boss.
I feel stronger.
A little on the cheesy side, but you know, in these kinds of games, a certain level of cheesing the game is not only acceptable, but expected. Storm Point and the Holy Resistance Potion. She's all the way up there. It's always kind of amusing when it happens. And the fact that you can provoke it to happen very often sweetens the deal. Definitely something that Nathanos would do. He would not bother fighting someone unless he absolutely had to. Fair amount of stuff. Just too strong. Miss. 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 So we'll slip back around this way. And double back through. Ooh, locked chest. Better loot. What do I get? Level 2 jewel. Bunch of stuff I'm either already getting in droves or not going to need. Ah, well. Okay, let's see. I can give up the leather for extra space. Merciless Iron Mace. I don't have the things required for that. Dip around here, jump over here, and skedoodle. And there is my next target, cotton. But let me just double check. What could I throw out for extra space? That's just going to give me more of these, so we can get rid of that. I'm never going to use that particular ability. Whetstones, I can craft as many as I please. As much as I'd like to keep it, we can toss that, and that, and that. 6 stacks? So what's going on here is that the people in this area have surrounded their little towns with garlic. Garlic causes a weakening debuff effect that stacks up to 100 times, making me take more damage and deal less. It's not good, and it takes a long time to drop off, sadly. So with that and that out, we got about half a stack of cotton out of there. Which is unfortunate. We do have 2 more cotton farms, one above and one below, that we can hit up really fast. And that's why I really detest the early game of having to fight them and hoof them back on foot, because you always run into some other pack that ends up killing him for you and ruining your day. But life goes on. There will always be more level 90s. Let's see. Ow, my inventory is completely full. That is why I cannot move any of the copper. Duh. We'll leave that there then. Like so. And you have that. And that will get all of that working. Nothing that I haven't need of there. The paper press. That. That. Drop some of that off. That. All of that. That and that. And you can have more pollen. And you can have all of that. Yes, I will deal with the paper in a moment. Put this book away because I can't use that because I do not have the study yet. Soon, but not yet. Dump that off. Grab all of the sawdust. Dump it here. Grab the paper. Wait 2 seconds. Grab one more so I have 100. Because I might as well wait the couple of seconds that lets me do a double tap. Marauder vest. And I don't know what the other one was. It was nothing helpful to me. Finally, blood press, boop, boop. I am now most certainly considering unlocking the teleporter to allow me to take all items just to cut down on all that ridiculous back and forth travel time. Because it is beyond absurd at this point. Do I have even any other kind of flooring? I have the garden and I have the workshop, and that's it. Annoying. Planks. And we're going to partition off here. Yeah, and that's just it. Boop, boop, boop. Because this will end up being my crypt area where my servants and I sleep. Because, yeah, they have even that as a off-shooting thing. Production, crafting, 32 iron ingots. I have 10. It takes a while to even make one. Lovely. That's not gonna happen for a bit. Nope. I would prefer not to do off-camera grinding for these videos, but it's looking like that's an impossibility when it comes to this particular game, because there's just so much behind the scenes that goes on, which you have gotten quite a taste of if you have watched the video up to this point. It is a lot that goes into just being able to fight the bosses. Not my armor. Oh my gosh, I have exactly the right amount. 40 planks, 200 essence. Bam. This is the production that will make all of my armor for the rest of the game. What do we need? 12 cotton yarn and 8 woolen thread each. Four coarse thread per woolen thread. Ow. Like, ow. That's painful. And we're already out of, sawdust. Again. Oh, at least I can grab this woolen thread over here. And we can happily say that I already have 8 times 4 is 32. Minus 26 is 6. Yes. So I literally only need 6 more of the woolen thread. Which requires 24 coarse thread. I think I have over 24 coarse thread, to be honest. I do. I do have more than that. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to make the woolen thread just yet. What locks the woolen thread? Oh! Yeah. How am I supposed to do that? Because the one final piece will bump me to 41. They are 44. So I would need all 4 of it to be the right level, actually. And or weapon. Weapon probably helps too. Do I have 32 iron yet? No, I have 22. Oh my gosh, there's more. The other problem is that coarse thread not only is used to make woolen thread, but it is also used to make scrolls, which I need also. Because scrolls are what make these. or what they research. They are the paper of the second and third acts. Well, let's just make the Hall of Fame gloves and just override that one. And then what? Probably the chest guard for the maximum amount of health boost. Ridiculous that I'm skipping an entire bracket of armor. But why not at this point? Why not? Now I'm level 42. $14. 13 is 27. 29, I need 3 more. Yes. And 16, I have plenty. And then, you guessed it, more blood. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Meh. And now we have fun with the fact that I need 12 more iron ingots to make anything. But I can just do straight weapon upgrades. All 3 things. Let's grab planks. And I can make my 3rd piece of armor, which I will do the leggings, because it gives more max health than the boots do. And we'll come back to that. Jeez, are we going to be poised to fight these next couple bosses in time? There's 2 things in here that matter, and the rest of it really doesn't. There's really not a whole lot that I can do except sit and wait on those, so might as well make efficient use of the time. Grab more wood to try and unlock those 2 room floors that I do need. The bear. all the crafting recipes are so very expensive. You need just a constant influx of resources just to stay afloat. 4, 8, 12. Excellent. Longbow first, always, because that's going to be my main weapon. That. I have enough of that, surprisingly. But I'm not going to have enough wool thread until we go get some more somehow, somewhere. Oh, look, 46. I am now the correct level. As long as I'm using the longbow. If I use anything else, no. Then I am not. Additionally, it would be good to you to know. Regular shot. Our volley we know. New ability. Guided arrow. Fire an arrow dealing 120% physical and inflicting a 2-second fading snare. The arrow turns to hit the same target again after impact, dealing 50% damage. Consumes focus, increasing the number of times the arrow turns by 1 per stack. Fully charged shot pierces up to 2. Subsequent hits deal 50% damage of the previous hit. Charged to hold a projectile, dealing 60 to 120% physical damage on hit, and grants focus. Focus stacks up to 3 times and increases the effectiveness of your other longbow skills. Ah. That's one of the things I was not particularly aware of when it came to the bow. 2, 5, 7. Here is the thing, though. I do have that person ready. But the problem is, you have to give them gear. And can't really make a whole lot of gear at the moment because lack of very specific resources. I think it would be wise, very briefly, to nip back up here, see about getting the last of my wool thread, if possible, and just allow the iron to do its thing. Alrighty, so we did get a nice, lovely level 91% rogue. One of those archers. You did a ton of damage to me. Dodging them is really annoying. And now we have 2 servants that we'll be getting soon. Because 2 servants is always better than 1. The majority of missions require 2 servants minimum. Well, they have slots for 2 servants, so when they're lower leveled, it is better to try and send them out in teams. Let's see. Axes. crossbow next. That'll be all of my weapons. And am I lucky enough to have gotten enough? 6. Exactly the right amount. Granted, I'll need more to kit out my minions as well, because they also have a gear level that is always one lower than the player with equivalent gear, because they don't get the set bonuses that give you higher levels. So I do also need to get them full Holofang set and iron weapons, so that they are able to do missions, because they'll have required gear score, etc. But the plus side is, I am fully ready to start going after the others. Level 47, 44, 47, which is Kriig. This is the other guy that was fighting Meredith. So that's 6 more that I should be able to fight no problem. And if anything, I kinda want to set my sights against one of them right now, because that's going to help me with multiple things. Because the blood hunger that'll allow me to at a glance see other blood types to be able to pick off those high levels. And then being able to turn regular blood essence into the graders that I need will be particularly handy. So, we are going to hunt down and defeat Tristan, the vampire hunter. Let's go! Found him! This is one of the big annoying patrollers of the game, so his ability to be wherever he wants makes him hard to pin down. Enjoy. Come on. Get over here. Come hit me. Come hit me and take some damage. Swarmed. So much fortune on my side on that.
New knowledge acquired.
Perfect. Bunch of random stuff. What did I get? I got his hat. Oh my gosh, this is one of the best hats. One of the best hats. Totally worth it. Rare drop, too. So, yeah. I feel it's in his character that Nathanos would hang on to that kind of a trophy. Even if it wasn't, you know, necessarily part of his original getup. Sometimes you gotta act in the spirit of the character rather than the literal of the character, you know? Boom, boom, boom. Sweet. She is my next threat. The Sun Priestess, who I need to get rid of in order to get the wool thread that I need to craft all the things. Let's see, we'll put the wood in there. That in there, and we're actually going to put bones in there now. Dang it. There we go. Perfect. That'll start crafting up more of the large, or the greater blood ore. Excellent. So, that covers quite a bit of our need as far as gearing up our person in order to take on the next echelon of bosses. We have 5 that we're going to be able to immediately fight, with 2 more that we're going to be close to, if not another 3. Still well within 4 others for Act 2. So, until next time, everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment, say something. Tell me the honest truth. How awesome is the hat? If you don't think it's awesome, well, say it's awesome anyway. My ego needs it. But until next time, everyone, thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.